China has taken steps to upgrade its military equipment to withstand military pressure from the US. A military presence is starting to develop near China because of the US moves to mobilize their European allies. It comes following comments made by NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg on Monday saying that China's nuclear arsenal is developing rapidly and all of this is happening without any restrictions or constraints and with a lack of transparency. The surveillance is carried out because China has not published the number of warheads and nuclear launchers. Concerns have been raised about what would happen if China took the initiative to launch a nuke against the US and NATO, but the Global Times rejected the idea, saying such an action would be tantamount to committing strategic suicide. China's English-language newspapers also responded to the lack of transparency commentary by saying that while China did not state the extent of their nuclear arsenal, the quantity was much lower than the number of nuclear weapons in the US. They also said that it is certain that once a military conflict occurs between China and the US, China will not use nuclear weapons first under any circumstances, before questioning whether the US would incite the use of nuclear weapons if the US suffered heavy losses in a military conflict. Conventional. They called on Stoltenberg to seriously pledge to China on behalf of NATO and the US that they will not be the first to use nuclear weapons against China at any time. The request came after his criticism, with news sources saying that if he cannot make such a promise, then how is he qualified to accuse China of lack of transparency? The country is also said to be facing military pressure because the US has made military deployments increasingly offensive to China. The paper refers to efforts by the US to use Cold War approaches such as strategic containment and military intimidation, which they claim only forced China to prepare for the worst.